Hello creatives, and welcome back to my channel. Apple has released their latest Apple event, so let's go ahead and see what they're bringing out.
For M1 to fit into its incredibly thin and light design requires power efficiency that's way beyond just being better.
Okay, so they're gonna
it has to be amazing.
Explain the whole Apple Silicon thing with the M1 chip.
iPad OS is already built to take full advantage of its powerful technology. The next level performance that M1 unlocks on iPad Pro starts with its powerful CPU. Built around the world's fastest CPU core and low-power silicon, the 8-core design of M1 delivers a whopping 50% jump over the industry-leading performance of the previous iPad and raster tools in Affinity Designer, to rendering the most detailed designs with Shaper 3D, to adding complex effects to 4K videos.
Okay, so all my video editors, fellow YouTubers, and 3D model designers, what do we think of the M1 chip? Have you guys had a MacBook or MacBook Pro recently that has the M1 chip? If you have, let me know down below what you think of it.
iPad's expansive display comes bursting to life with M1's amazing graphics performance. The 8-core GPU is in a class of its own, delivering up to 40% faster graphics performance.
Yeah,
again,
40% faster.
Compared to the first generation iPad, get ready for this. The graphics of this new iPad Pro is now over 1,500 times faster. Powerful custom technologies like our latest 16-core Apple Neural Engine, advanced image signal processor, and unified high bandwidth memory architecture make iPad Pro more capable. Of M1 enables all of that amazing performance along with all-day battery life in the incredibly thin and light design of iPad Pro.
Gosh, that makes me want a new iPad Pro. Gotta wait. I have my iPad, it's good, but that makes so much difference.
For our most demanding users, a new 2TB configuration.
Oh my gosh, yes. Okay, I was just like, faster storage? How much storage? 2 TB of storage. That is a lot of storage. I remember when the 1 TB was like, whoa, and now it's like 2 TB? Oh yeah, come on.
You can keep up to 60,000 Pro RAW photos at your fingertips.
Photographers, this is for you. All your raw photos.
The USB-C port already supports super fast data transfers. We're adding Thunderbolt with USB 4 support as well, making it the fastest, most versatile port ever on an iPad. 4 times more bandwidth for wired connections up to 40 gigabits per second. Thunderbolt also opens up a massive ecosystem of high-performance accessories, super fast storage, external displays like the Pro Display XDR.
I wonder if that faster bandwidth is actually going to be helpful for those who live stream. Anyone who live streams, everyone knows that bandwidth is a problem. When your bandwidth is low, it starts buffering and your live streams start to freeze and go glitchy. I wonder if this helps to take away those like pain points for people.
Ultra-fast wireless connections are absolutely critical. We've added 5G to iPad Pro.
Okay, here we go. 5G to iPad Pro. They've been integrating 5G ever since the launch of the newest iPhone. Now they're putting it into iPad Pro as well.
Super fast 5G cellular connections lets users be creative and productive wherever they are. Download speeds can be as high as 3.5 gigabits per second in ideal conditions.
Okay, now they're going into the cameras for the iPad Pro.
Customers love taking stunning photos and videos on their iPad. And with powerful apps, these advanced cameras enable so much more. Like video capture, and with the LiDAR scanner, they pave the way to completely new workflows. Like motion tracking with CamTrack AR, or how designers and architects visualize their projects with Archi, on-site at full scale, realistic shadows, and real-time lighting, where the ISP and the neural engine work together to adjust color, contrast, and noise in distinct parts of a photo.
Okay, so they definitely upgraded the camera and also the mic on these iPad Pros. So that is definitely something that is much needed.
Images and videos to capture incredible details from almost no light at all. On the front, the True Depth camera instantly and securely unlocks iPad with Face ID and takes portrait selfies. We're going to take a huge step forward by updating the True Depth camera system to include an all-new ultra-wide camera designed specifically for iPad.
That is always something that Apple does. They always like to bring out specialized cameras for certain devices, And we've seen that in the past with the iPhones, so now they're extending that to the iPad Pros as well.
With a 122-degree field of view, which enables something really cool, and we call it Center Stage. Center Stage uses the new ultra-wide camera and machine learning to recognize and keep you in the center of the view.
Okay, so this is very similar to
the
the perspective camera
it automatically pans to keep you in the shot. And that's not all. When others join in, it recognizes them too and zooms out to fit every
in video editing software where you can reposition and focus the camera. Especially in Premiere Pro, you have something very similar to this, but now they're doing it strictly through the camera itself. That is very nice and definitely takes out a whole bunch of work, especially if you're going to use your iPad Pro to capture video.
iPad is a magical sheet of glass that can become anything you want it to be. And the centerpiece of that experience on iPad Pro is its stunning Liquid Retina display. First equipped creative users with the Pro Display XDR to view and edit their content. This amazing display delivers extremely high brightness and an extremely high contrast ratio. We're bringing the stunning front-of-screen performance of our Pro Display XDR to our 12.9-inch iPad Pro.
That is actually really cool and really nice. I wonder what the accessories are going to look like for this. I guess we'll see.
This is the new Liquid Retina XDR display.
Okay, so now they're calling it Liquid Retina XDR display instead of just Retina XDR.
We had to take an entirely new approach to make this happen.
Extreme dynamic range is all
person.
about delivering a visual experience that reflects what we see in the real world. This means seeing the brightest highlights along with subtle details in the darkest parts of an image. Bringing the XDR experience to iPad Pro was an enormous challenge. We had to rethink how the display creates light. We developed a mini LED, which is over 120 times smaller in volume than the previous design. Achieving extremely high brightness requires lots of them, and I mean thousands of them. In fact, there are over 10,000 LEDs that deliver XDR level brightness.
Wow, that is a lot of LED lights. 10,000, that definitely makes up a massive display there.
That's a massive increase over the 72 LEDs that were in the previous iPad Pro. We then grouped these mini LEDs into over 2,500 local dimming zones. So depending on the content, we can precisely adjust the brightness in each zone. The result is 1,000,000 to 1 contrast ratio. The light is then shaped by a series of incredibly thin, custom-designed optical films and diffusers.
They even put,
And that's
they
why
integrated
this display
diffuser
can fit
the
into a
screen.
design
That's cool.
that's just 6.4 millimeters thin, weighs just 1.5 pounds.
6.4 millimeters thin. Okay, it's like half the size of the width of the iMac. Okay, that's pretty impressive that they got that. It's only 1.5 pounds. Do you know how light that is? That weighs like nothing.
And still delivers all-day battery life.
But all day battery life, even if you're creating content and video editing and all that stuff on your iPad. That's impressive.
There's never been a display that delivers this kind of visual experience on any other mobile device.
They definitely like to beef up their displays, that's for sure.
Video formats like HDR10, HLG, and Dolby Vision. And the advanced sound system supports Dolby Atmos as well. So this is our new 12.9-inch Liquid Retina XDR display. With this amazing set of features, it goes beyond any display in the world. Okay,
so then they start going through and getting all the feedback from the developers and everyone that they had test out the iPad Pro. That was really fascinating to go through. What do you guys think of the new iPad Pro that's coming out? Are you excited for it? What did you think of the size, the weight, the display? Like, wow, the cameras as well. What do you guys think? Is it better than the previous version? Are you excited to get one yourself and have at it and play with it? Whatever content that you create on it, let me know down below.
You can't talk about iPad Pro and not talk about the phenomenal accessories that make it even more versatile.
Here we go with accessories. They really love to accessorize everything that they make, okay? iMac had all of its accessories. iPhone has accessories. You have AirTag, which has accessories. And now the iPad has accessories. Okay, let's go. I'm pretty sure they're going to talk about the keyboard and the stylus.
Apple Pencil transforms iPad Pro into an immersive drawing canvas.
A new Apple Pencil?
And the world's best note-taking device by far. And Scribble, now with support for 5 additional languages, allows you to write in any text field, so you never have to put Apple Pencil away.
Oh,
and
okay.
iPad Pro supports the thin and light Smart Keyboard Folio and the Magic Keyboard.
Okay, here's Magic Keyboard with the keyboard folio. Originally, you had this Magic Keyboard Folio. Although on this one, it has a trackpad on it, and it also has a full keyboard, which looks like, is that a full keyboard? Yeah, it has a full keyboard to it. So this little thing, it's gonna be a thing of the past, because that is frustrating to work with because there's no control or command button on that freaking thing. Okay, let's see what they have for the iPad keyboard.
Backlit keys, integrated trackpad, and floating design.
Integrated trackpad.
Not only is it a great typing experience, it's now also available in a gorgeous new white color.
Oh, new color, look at that.
Finally, iPad Pro has been carefully designed to minimize its impact on the environment and support our overall...
They have mentioned the environment in every single stage now, so they definitely are more eco-conscious. They are really trying to drive that home. So let's see what they do with the iPad.
It uses 100% recycled aluminum for the entire enclosure.
There we go. That's what we were waiting for. 100% recycled aluminum for the entire thing, the whole casing. That is what we were waiting for. Or at least that's what I was waiting for. Because pretty much a lot of the recycled materials they've used haven't been 100% of the entire encasing yet. So it's really cool that they saved it for the iPad Pro.
And 100% recycled rare earth elements in the magnets of the speakers and enclosure. iPad Pro is also free of a long list of harmful substances. Even with M1 and the other incredible new technologies, the 11-inch iPad Pro still starts at just $799. And the 12.9-inch model adds the stunning Liquid Retina XDR display for just $1099.
What do you guys think of those prices? I know for my iPad, I did not pay this price. So what do you guys think of the price? Is it a little hefty? Are you okay with it? It seems to be quite a jump between the 11-inch and the 12.9-inch. I know that the 11-inch is a new size for the iPad Pro because the original iPad, which is the one I have, is a 10.5. So the iPad Pro going from 11 to 12.9, those are some nice new sizing. But what do you think of the price jump? Okay, so what do you guys think of this whole Apple event? Sound off down below. I know I've been asking for your opinions and your comments the entire time, but what do you guys think from the M1 chip all the way through to the iPad, the seamless connectivity, and all their talk about all their environmental initiatives that they're doing? What do you guys think overall? Personally, I think a lot of it has been improved. I do also think that the iPad did need an upgrade. Definitely needed to upgrade that camera on the iPad. The accessories for the iPad Pro definitely was needing of an upgrade. So let me know down below all your thoughts. Definitely let me know which item you are most excited for, if you are. Thank you for joining me on this first impressions, and I will see you all in my next video. See you soon, creatives.